pseudo-skeptics are James Randi devotees. They roam the internet falsely posing as skeptics, and are actually hooligan vigilantes, bad-mouthing anyone reporting, or discussing, psi, and the paranormal, vociferously denying the possibility of afterlife, despite the mountains of evidence, and tormenting Christians, frequently with great verbal violence. They always imply that they are the only rational people, using net names like rational atheist etc. Plus everyone else is deluded but themselves. They soon, often reveal only a charlatan's embarrassing non-grasp of the subject they are arguing about, which forever telegraphs intellectual underfunction, feebleness, some say, and underlines their noticeable lack of curiosity and lack of education. So they come across as mostly interested in antagonistic behavior rather than subject matter. The pseudo-skeptic social phenomenon on the net has been studied by many commentators, such as debunking Skeptics.com, Victor Zammit, and Nobel laureate Brian Josephson. Search his pathological disbelief presentation, where pseudo-skepticism cripples scientific progress. But the ultimate motivation of many thousands of pseudo-skeptics online has been difficult to elucidate. Suddenly the final piece of the puzzle has been supplied from an unexpected source. A TV personality, veteran of thousands of interviews with dysfunctional people, suffering a wide spectrum of destructive practices, including many damaging addictive repetitive behaviors, pointed out what seems to be a common thread. That essentially they feel entitled to existence. That they shouldn't be here. They just don't deserve it. They just don't belong. It likely stems from growing up surrounded and bombarded by our society's madcap celebration of fame and success. The more mega the better. 24/7 we celebrate greatness often quite irrationally, such as golfers earning hundreds of millions, trashed paperback books selling millions, then hailed as genius, the most overused word in our celebrations. This adulation of big numbers seems to have a daunting effect, intimidating effect, on many average people. Some ordinary people, devoid of talent, devoid of beauty, devoid of hope of recognition, like most of us, become pseudo-skeptics, James Randi devotees, their motivation being, they don't deserve to exist. And then pursue a philosophy built entirely around self-extinguishment, permanent death. Out of the competition they don't even deserve to be in. Their many negative online traits would be explained by this death wish behavior. So many times I have been confronted by the regressive desire not to be happy. And I have never seen a kind word, or affection or humor, from online pseudo-skeptics. I have only seen gallows humor from these unhappy folk. But I have seen many signs of depression, and excesses of anger and cruelty. Why they are such ardent materialists. Why they worship a dead universe. They just long for a dead universe. All those professional atheists on YouTube, Hitchens, Dawkins, Shermer, Harris, Randi, and miserable followers. Why they just don't want to be here. Why they want off the planet. Why they crave extinguishment. No afterlife, no way. Why they pose as scientists and prosecutors on chatlines, forever demanding references and evidence, but never providing it. Moving the goalposts and always arguing off point, seemingly talking to someone else. It's a desperate need they have for recognition, that they have worth, acknowledged by many others. And that doesn't work. They are generally rejected online. Don't they know? Why they often behave surprisingly in infantile ways. Why they can be so mendacious, which goes with being infantile. And why they read things too literally, seemingly unaware of metaphors. Why failed parapsychologist Susan Blackmore of CSICOP admitted to just wanting fame. But for what actual purpose? To feel worthy of existence, it seems. At one point she described herself as rent-a-skeptic. Anything to be in the limelight. Anything. Narcissism, abundantly obvious in many militant atheists online, is suddenly readily explicable. Experts do say narcissists deep down feel they are the lowest forms of animal life, totally counter to their superior airs and attitudes. Why these aggrieved pseudo-skeptics torment Christians so much online, because they are happier people, therefore should be punished via cyberbullying. And bullying is deep down motivated by feelings, the same feelings, of inferiority, we are told. A desire for external recognition, yet again, to be worthy of existence. To this author, it seems an odd risky investment, depending on others, for compliments and regards, for feelings of self-worth. But that's only insignificant little old me, laughing out loud. And the reason for this analysis is to provide a solution to this societal problem that holds us back and spreads the contagion of misery. And the motivation for this analysis is purification. Purification available to all, if the poor grieving sleepwalkers only knew to ask for it, in the form of gnosis. Gnosis is an internal source of purification which would seem to be a powerful antidote for pseudo-skeptics' grief. It costs nothing to try. From a UK expert on pseudo-skeptical behaviors. Somebody made the connection in a debate yesterday, and told the atheists, you people have faith in a Darwinian genesis, and the goddess of natural selection, that can bring you the hope of the finality of death. He was debating about 4 rabid atheists, and had to clued up, you are right my friend. I think these people hate life, and do not want continuation after death. That is why they are pseudo-skeptic. Love design. If design did not have implications about a god, then they would have no problem with it. And my eyes fill with tears as I type this. The end of my journey, at the realization that bullying militant atheists and James Randi pseudo-skeptics, deep down, feel unworthy of existence, the poor bastards. A gnawing suffering that we just cannot imagine.